the right trailer that we needed. We saw the guy driving away with the last one as we were pulling into the U-Haul, so that was kind of a bust. So we're gonna take LJ's trailer tomorrow and get the G35. But alrighty guys, welcome to this episode. We got the G35 in the garage. As you saw in the little intro sequence, I had to leave the car at the track and I came and got it the next day with my dad. It was a bit of a pain getting it loaded up, but LJ let me use his trailer and he's got a super nice trailer, so big shout out LJ, huge help. I don't know what else I would have done. I would have had to try to get like a U-Haul, and all the U-Hauls were rented at the time being, so big thanks to LJ for letting me use that trailer and get the car back home so we can start tearing it apart. And I don't know, maybe we'll get it ready for the end of the season, or maybe just get it ready for the start of next season. But yeah, so this channel is all about drifting and my adventures with drifting, and so inevitably we're gonna have a crash, and we had our first major crash, so we hit a milestone on the channel. So we got to dig into this thing now, see what went wrong and what exactly failed, and then we'll start ordering parts, getting things ready, maybe go to the junkyard, pull some stuff if we have to. But it's in the garage now, which is really nice because I'm kind of good from all the weather. If it rains, I can still work on it. If it gets really cold, I can set up a heater or something. But yeah, I'm glad to have it in here. I got some lights and stuff. So here's how she sits currently. As you can see, let me go in here. Steering wheel is straight. That wheel is not straight. Other side, straight-ish, I think. So, have the front bumper off already. We took that off at the track just to get it loaded up on the trailer. This fender is kind of bent back. You can see that little dent right there. I think it creased when it bent back when the wheel grabbed it. Other than that, let's see, I think the headlight may have broken a mount there too, because that's a little bit floppier than usual, but it might just be the mount missing right there. At the track, I looked at my wheel. I spun the wheel and it was kind of looking crooked. So I'm kind of nervous to take that off because I just got these wheels and kind of hard to find more of these, but take a look at that when we get everything jacked up. Other than that, yeah, there's a little dent there. Other than that, this front fender looks pretty good. I think I could try to pop this out. If not, I'll just fill it with Bondo and then paint over it or something. But so the major damage is gonna be back here, where we got this thing all beer canned in, and then, I mean, here's some of the yellow barrier you can see on there. Really not too bad at all. When I hit the wall, I don't even know what I was thinking, but I definitely didn't think it was only this bad. So hopefully we'll be able to pop this big dent out right here. And the rest of this is gonna be kind of hard just because of the way it creased, but we're gonna do our best. Might have to go over fenders in the future, but for now, I guess you can see that sits really close to where the fender and the tire are here. Whereas on the other side, we definitely have a little bit more room. So I'm not sure if the rear wheel got pushed over a little bit, or if it's just the fact that the fender being pushed in pushed it closer to the tire. So we'll have to take that off, assess everything there. But yeah, in terms of body stuff, not too bad. My taillight's completely fine, so that's kind of cool. Bumper absorbed this, because that's pretty flexible down there, so nothing to worry about there. I think the exhaust seems fine. My car got a little louder after the event, so I think I may have loosened something up or blown out one of my flex pipes, so we'll take a look at that as well. Our little door handle decals got a little scuffed up when I delaminated that tire, but I mean, this stuff should rub off too, so that's good. But yeah, here's the little door handle decals, if it'll focus there. Funny thing too is I was just getting ready to do like a build breakdown on this thing, and now we got some more work to do, so we'll be adding this new stuff to the build breakdown. But yeah, I think you guys might enjoy seeing this. I know it's pretty much inevitable everyone's gonna crash their car at some point, so everyone can kind of learn from other people's videos. I know I've been watching some of Taylor Ray's stuff, and I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see people fix stuff and bring it back. So we're gonna do our best with this thing to hopefully get it back on the road as soon as possible. Basically, I think what the crash boiled down to was, first of all, I ran the big bank, which I hadn't really run all day. And so running the big bank set me up with a lot more speed than I was going at all day, which I was in third gear. And I think I can't remember, I was pretty high in third gear, not top of third gear, but higher than I am normally. So I was going pretty fast, and then I ended up doing like a clutch kick entry with gave it a little bit too much, along with these tires I have in the rear are some old all seasons, so they're not exactly the grippiest thing out there. So all that stuff kind of mixed together, just had the car swinging a little bit too hard, so lost control there. I don't know if any more angle could have helped me or not, but it kind of sucks because if that wall was about 5 feet back, I think we would have been completely fine, but oh well, we'll fix it. So here we go. The one other thing on the body that I kind of forgot about was the hood. So somehow my hood gap got fixed. My hood gap was a lot worse before, and now all of a sudden it's closer in. So I don't know if that just has to do with the fender getting pulled in or what. On the other side, it is a little scary because over here it's sunken down a little bit. If you can see that. This was kind of here before, but it definitely sits a lot closer now. So I don't know if the hood got shifted over maybe a little bit. I'll show you when I pop the hood. You can hear like a little bit of a noise in there. Yeah, so basically this guy is hitting a little bit over here. So we'll have to look into that a little more. Other than that, I'm still not sure if this side is completely untouched, because I know that side didn't really hit the wall, but who knows if something got shifted in the process. But yeah, what's pretty crazy is that I think this tire hit at full lock, kind of the opposite way. And so I don't know if it was just completely the tire that hit or what, because on this wheel, there was one little yellow mark. There's some yellow paint right there. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot of damage here. So I think Honestly, I don't know if that wheel is going to be good or not, but we'll take this off. I think it's about time we get this jacked up. You can kind of see back there, but it'll be a lot easier once we get the wheels off and get this thing in the air. Alrighty, car is up on jack stands. Here we can take a little bit of a look at this wheel. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a shimmy to it, which I'm not sure if that is just the hub or if maybe that's the actual wheel. So I think we won't really know anything else till we start pulling this off again. Let's look at the other side just to be sure. Yeah, that looks a lot better on that side. So let's pull these wheels off and I'll get you a better look underneath that suspension there. Alrighty, well, all four wheels are off the car and we've already made our first discovery. Let me walk you to this side. So this tire back here, I didn't realize it, but this guy is actually delaminated. I wonder if that had anything to do with the grip issue of all of a sudden having no grip in the rear end. So that's interesting. I think the other side was fine, but let's see. Oh, I see a little piece right here. So I guess that's a little more convincing. Maybe the tires delaminated shortly before that last entry, because actually in the video you can hear my dad said something about the tires in the back. So I wonder if that's what he saw, the tire delaminating right before the overcook. But yeah, I looked in the back here. Toe arm looks straight, which is good. All the Voodoo 13 stuff. Coilover seems pretty straight. Everything here doesn't look too bad. So I'm hoping that the rear end is all good. Nothing happened back here. Let me see if I can get a better look under here. Yeah, it looks like all this stuff's on tight still. I'm not sure if this was always that close to my exhaust. This bolt here. So I don't know if that was supposed to be like that or if I just didn't notice it before, because everything here seems fine. Discovery number 2. Exhaust is definitely bent over. You can kind of see here where it used to sit and now where it is now. If you look under here, you can definitely see those little mounts back there at an angle. So those definitely shifted a little bit, so that leads me to believe that that's not supposed to be so close. But I mean, luckily it looks like this part could probably just be bent back. It's just those mounts back there, but I'll have to double check all the whatever, the gaskets and stuff to make sure that nothing blew out, because my car does sound a little bit louder now. But yeah, why don't we go check out the real damage, which is up here. So I guess where do we start? Let me see if I can turn the wheel. Let me go put the key in. I guess the first notable thing, the wheel will turn all the way to the right, but if I turn it all the way to the left, it stops right here, and it actually kind of binds up in the rack. So that leads me to believe that something got bent inside my rack, because if I pull this out, yeah, so here's where we really get into the damage. Somehow this tie rod seems to be completely fine, which I thought this would be the first thing to bend, but if you look right here at where the control arm goes into the, I don't know what you call it, like cross member maybe, subframe. Let's see if we can look underneath. Yeah, that guy is definitely bent. Shifted that over pretty good. And you can also look at this control arm here. It's not supposed to be bent like that. Let me go to the top. But you can kind of see it from this view too. Go up here. Yeah, that guy definitely took a bend. And if we look at the BC coilover, this bottom part here, looks like the lower mount is bent as well. You can see that. I really want to get this out because I want to make sure nothing else bent, although as I'm looking at it right now, it does look to have a little bit of a bend, but why don't we see in a second. But yeah, you can see right here where the tire hit the frame when it fully extended. Basically, it hit when it was just about full lock this way, and it hit it going this way here, so it kind of like probably like overextended the rack, and that's why this control arm's kind of bent towards the opposite side. So yeah, basically this is kind of overextension, but basically hit this way going like that, and so it just kind of pulled everything coming out this way. If that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. Yeah, I think it might be time to start taking some of this stuff off. Oh, there's another thing. Something's definitely loose there. All right, let's start ripping this guy apart. Alrighty, well, we just got just about all that front suspension off. First thing you can see here is the BC coilover. Definitely has a little bit of a bend to it. Even I don't think it's just the lower mount too. If you look right here at the top, it looks like it's bent pretty much all the way through. So that's unfortunate. It looks like that's gonna need a complete replacement there. Then we look at the FDF control arm right here. It's just completely bent. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can get replacements for this too. I mean, it shows kind of how good of the quality is though. Like that thing didn't snap at all, just bent right here. So hopefully I can just get this part replaced. This one looks completely fine, I think. Looks like that's all straight still. Somehow this tie rod didn't bend, which is crazy. Although it did bend the bolt right there. Other than that, I think everything else looked about fine. This might be bent. I'm not really sure how that looked to begin with, but I'll have to double check that with the other side or something. I'm still not sure about my wheel and my hub, if the hub is still fine. So the wheel definitely seems like it might have a little bend to it. I'm not sure how to really check the hub other than just spinning this and then trying to check for movement. It does seem to get hung up a little bit. So I don't know, maybe that's got something to do with it. I think for now, the rack looks like that might need to be replaced, although I was able to move it with everything disassembled from it. So who knows, but I think I might just get a new rack anyways because mine was kind of old. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there for now. I gotta get back in and start doing some more work. But yeah, I think I'm at a pretty good spot. Got everything off. This thing's ready to get new parts ordered for it, so. Yeah, unfortunate, but nothing we can't fix, and get back out to the track with. So thanks for tuning in. Look for the next episode of this coming soon. I will get right to it, try to make it to the end of the season. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.